So can you share with us, what is your condition?
I feel good, I feel strong, I feel ready. So yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, so we can finish our first fight against the weight, of course, and then we can show up 29th of December.
So compared to, so you have like MMA and then you have the shoot boxing and then MMA again. So compared to your last MMA match, how is it?
My last fight was a shoot boxing fight, and I was trying to develop even shoot boxing where you cannot go on the ground. You know, I was trying to develop and trying to fight like in MMA wise, MMA in an MMA style, to see where I'm standing right now. So I had to move a lot, but it was in a small ring. Eventually, I had a victory, and I think we did some good things, also some learning things, bad things, but not bad, just things to look better too.
So last time, in the last fight you played, you went against Darren. So you did not really exert to your forte, so to speak. So what do you think the next fight is going to be going in?
I think Darren and Miyata-san are different fighters in one way, but on the other way, they are pretty similar. They are both wrestlers, and as you could see, Darren made a choice to take me on the ground as soon as he got hit by me. So it was a strategy of him, or just a thing that happened. I'm not sure of it, but I think this will be the same game again. A guy who don't want to strike with me and goes to the ground.
So going in playing against Miyata. So have you had the chance to like look at his how he fights in the video, or what sort of strategy that you envision?
Yes, of course we saw him fighting, and I don't have to tell you that what kind of fighter he is and what kind of fighter I am, and we just trying to get the best out of each other. I'm a striker, he can strike too, and he's also a good ground game fighter. And I have a few things to do. That's it. That's all I can say.
So you have a good positive and image about this fight going in?
I think so. Darren in last September, he made me look to MMA on a different way. Of course, you can in trainings you can do a lot like you can do in a fight. But in a fight it's always different, another zone, another way of fighting. And after the fight I realized where I was standing, and that was not in the right control of the fullness what the sports bring. You know, it's not only striking, you know, if he makes a strategy to punch on the head and afterwards he immediately goes for the takedown. That's a part of MMA, and I knew that in trainings, but in a fight it cost me the fight. So for me it was the moment that I realized that I had to work on my ground game and try to develop as an MMA fighter as soon and as good as possible.
Yeah, so you're still kickboxing and doing MMA. Like, what's for the future? Do you want to continue in both? Or?
I stopped kickboxing in last April, but I still went on with shoot boxing. You know, it's just it's also striking, but you can do some MMA things like throws and stand-up submissions, etc., etc. That's because I'm just still love shoot boxing, and it's just because of the respect that I still want to do one fight a year for them. For the rest, I'm totally focused on MMA, and my goal is just to win as much as I can.
Can you share with us what sort of aspect that you have evolved the most from Darren's fight last time? What do you think you have the most evolution?
That's also the main strategy for the next fight. So
you don't know. まあなんかその次の
Just the fullness, the total, uh,
全体的にバランスが取れるように取れたっていうこ
as an
と
MMA fighter.
でしょうかね。次の試合のまあ戦略につながってしまうので、ちょっとあまり詳しいことは詳細は述べることはできませんがっていう。
Well, I was a stand-up fighter, you know, you cannot, you're moving forward or backwards. MMA is,
Any measures that you have taken for playing against wrestler?
Yes, I did a few.
はい、なんていうか。So you have had a sparring partner,
Yes.
sparring partner, very strong sparring
Yes,
partner
yes,
you have
yes.
worked with.
In Europe.
はい、そうです。
Yeah.
ヨーロッパの方で。はい。
I invited him to my camp, and that's what I said. I'm trying to develop as good as I can, and after Darren, I was really motivated. So I started my camp doing with good jiu-jitsu guys, and for this case, particularly, I invited some wrestlers. So I invited some wrestlers.
そうですね。特に柔術を。So I think you have touched upon your last fight against Darren. So that has motivated you. That triggered your or changed the gear.
Yeah, you know what? I for all my life I was a kickboxer. I trained in a particular way, and now I did my first fight last year, exactly 1 year ago, and it was a good fight against an opponent that has a little bit more experience. As we all know, Darren had much more experience, and the matchup wasn't that good. And while Miyata has much more experience, also, Darren made me look to the MMA on a different way, and therefore I thought, I only need to have a good takedown defense. That's it. But going into the detail, it's a different part, and it's not going to happen in 10 or 20 trainings. You have to repeat every training. You have to repeat the details to not get taken down, or to not get submit or anything like that. You know. So I went into the storm. I'm still in the storm, of course, in trainings, but I'm developing.